everyone, I'm Darren.
I'm Max.
And we are
The
Froze
Bros. Do we really have to say every episode our names? When do you think that can stop?
We have to say our names. Every episode, every podcast says their names.
I guess so.
Yourselves.
I guess so, but I feel like I know our listeners are so loyal that they tune into every episode. They know our voices by now. They know who we are.
You don't think we're going to gain new listeners?
Even the new ones even our new listeners will be very smart and be able to intuit what our names are.
If we don't identify ourselves up front, the new listeners won't know who we are.
Okay, fine.
Yeah,
fine.
Yeah.
I
was listening to a podcast earlier. They're like on episode 283 or something. They introduce themselves at the beginning.
And they're still saying their names?
Yes, of course.
Wow. Well, okay, you've swayed me. I will keep saying my name.
Like, even on TV, on newscasts, someone who's been broadcasting for maybe a dozen years or so, don't they still say their names?
I guess you're right.
Yeah.
and on TV, it's especially funny because their names are also on the screen.
Yes, yeah. And like at the beginning of Wheel of Fortune, they introduced Pat Sajak and Vanna White.
Not Pat Sajak anymore.
No, it's not.
No, where have you been? It's Ryan Seacrest now.
Are you fucking kidding me? Ryan Seacrest is doing that too?
You didn't know?
No.
Oh, breaking news for Darren.
He's taking over everything. He waits for people to die.
Or retire, yes.
Sajak's not dead yet, right? He's just retired.
Yes, he's still alive.
And then he takes these old men's jobs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right. It made me curious. This was like maybe a year and a half, almost 2 years ago.
Okay.
And I've been curious when Vanna will retire, who they'll replace her with. Because the world is very different than it was when she started. So I don't know if how that role will be filled.
No idea. But yeah, there's not, she talks a lot. Last I saw it was years and years ago, but she's more a part of the show. Doesn't she talk more now? Whereas she used to just be stand and turn the letters.
Yes, she's very much has become more of a personality on the show.
Okay. So when I can, I watch Jeopardy. Back in Boston, Jeopardy comes on first and then Wheel of Fortune.
Mm-hmm.
So no, it's the other way around.
Yeah, I was going to say
Wheel of Fortune comes on first and then Jeopardy. So
here it's reversed. Here it's Jeopardy is first, then Wheel of Fortune.
Same in Connecticut. So either way, I am turning the television off or switching to somebody else on the Wheel of Fortune part of that hour.
Gotcha. So that's how you've missed
That's how I've missed it.
Ryan Seacrest development.
Yep.
Hey, we're the world's number one comedy podcast about frozen foods.
Yes,
Thanks for joining us. Today we're going to be reviewing, I don't have the full name, the full Christian name of this.
That's why I looked this up before. There's a lot of words in this.
Yeah, there are. Go ahead.
Jimmy Dean Blueberry Griddle Cake Sausage, Egg, and Cheese Sandwich.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what a breakfast sandwich is, Max?
Great question. Great question. As a matter of fact, I do know what a breakfast sandwich is, and I would say this is really towing the line. It's really pushing the boundary as to what a breakfast sandwich is, I would say.
Possibly. Yeah, we can get there later, and maybe we need to add a little how to eat this section when we review this.
Okay. Looks like the wheels are turning.
Yeah.
The wheels have turned.
Yeah. I mean, it seems pretty clear it's a sandwich to me, and it calls itself a sandwich. But it's arguable. It's
interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm excited to talk about that. We have we'll call her a cameo guest for later on in our review. Spoiler alert, we've already eaten these, so when we break, it will be purely cosmetic.
I have eaten. Yeah, I've eaten mine also. This, I think, is just our third breakfast item on over a year of this podcast.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're not a big breakfast guy, so that makes sense.
I'm not. No, yeah. I haven't consciously said let's not do breakfast, but I think it's not come up a lot.
because I don't recommend it because I know you don't like it. See, that's why I've, I'm such a great co-host for that. Really patting myself on the back.
I'll eat it. Okay. Yeah. And Mike knew I didn't like breakfast too.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited to hear what you thought about these. But let's start as we always do. Tell us what you've been eating, Darren.
All right. I've got something that I've been eating, and this ties in well with this episode and will be a surprise because it's a breakfast item, believe it or not.
Wow.
It is Applegate Naturals chicken and maple breakfast sausage with humanely raised chickens. Yeah. I don't know. Either my wife or daughter bought this. It was in the freezer. They weren't eating it. So we also had a lot of eggs that were about to go bad. And I just felt like somebody should use a couple of those eggs. You know, too. I don't eat eggs much. So.
No, you don't. I thought you were about to say you froze the eggs.
No. Oh, I could do that. I'm going to throw them out anyway.
I wonder if you can you freeze eggs and then cook them later and then defrost them and eat them later?
Let's find out. I'm going to put a couple of these in the freezer.
Great.
And we'll see. I will make some notes here.
So your chicken was humanely raised, you said, or pasture raised? What was it?
It says humanely raised.
Humanely raised.
No antibiotics, no nitrates.
No mechanical
nitrites,
separation.
Gluten and casein free.
Thanks.
Minimally processed, no artificial ingredients. Chicken never administered antibiotics or fed animal byproducts.
Great.
Chicken raised on vegetarian feed on family farms with at least 24% more space than industry standard and environmental enrichments to promote natural behaviors and well-being.
Wow. I prefer my chicken mechanically separated. And I've been thinking about that a lot. What if it means... So I was thinking about mechanically separating chicken, and instead of as a way to prepare chicken, they use mechanical arms to tear chicken families apart.
Oh, that's tragic.
Yeah.
That's
terrible. So
terrible.
they're grabbing the rooster and the hen with like these big claw mechanical arms, and the chicks are like, nah, and the claw comes in and gets them too. That's mechanically separated.
That's like the mechanical equivalent of ice for chickens.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're sending those chickens back to the coop.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
What I'm curious about here is promoting the natural behaviors of the chickens.
Why?
What does that mean?
Well, it means I don't know. I don't spend a whole lot of time with chickens, but I would imagine it involves, strutting around, pecking at the ground.
So if the chickens want to do that, that's what they're allowed to do?
Yeah.
Okay. And the implication may be that on other farms, they just don't have the room to move around as much as they'd want to?
Yes.
You can make noise. We'll maybe cut this. My daughter is here feeding her cats.
Hi, Claire.
She can't hear you, but
oh.
Max says hi. Claire says hi. You might have heard her.
I did.
Okay.
I think actually what it means... I read this about eggs, actually. The reason why eggs in America have to be refrigerated. Do you know this? Darren?
No.
Darren, do you know? Do you know why eggs have to be refrigerated?
I don't, Max, but I do know that they are refrigerated in America and not in other countries.
Yes, and I can tell you why. The reason is because American farms have lower standards for keeping their chickens. So farmers, like big production farms, will give chickens the absolute minimum amount of space to move around, which then increases their risk for getting sick and like harboring bacteria that's harmful for us.
And
humans.
That's why they load them with the antibiotics.
Yes.
Okay.
They need the antibiotics in the chickens when they're packed like that. There's like a standard space between chickens. But when they lay eggs, it's the same thing. If they're not given the room that they need, it's more likely those eggs will be contaminated. So they keep the chickens close, but then they treat the eggs with an antibiotic spray. And when it's refrigerated, it's not harmful for us. But when those sprayed eggs are not refrigerated, it can be harmful and make us sick.
Interesting.
So the spray the spray on the eggs has to stay refrigerated in order to work, which is why Americans keep their eggs in the fridge. And if you get farm fresh eggs, or you're in Europe getting your eggs from a farm, I guess, or they have better standards at their farms, they don't have to keep their eggs in the fridge because they're not treated.
Well, I will check this carton of eggs and see if it says anything about refrigeration.
Yeah.
But I won't run to do that right now. I will freeze a couple. Maybe I'll freeze a couple as is, and I'll hard boil a couple and then freeze them, and we'll see what happens.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
So anyway, I had some chicken sausage from Applegate Naturals, where the chickens are allowed to roam free, maybe play some cards, do some trivia if they want to.
Great.
In their
that sounds fun.
Natural behaviors. Yeah, that was pretty good. It was pretty good. So I would get that again. It's a pricier brand because of how they treat those chickens and
of course
maybe market these products. But
it's patties, right?
It is,
or is it
Lynx. It was Lynx.
Heard.
They might have patties too, but these were Lynx.
I've got patties on the mind from our food today, so that's why I wanted to make sure.
Yeah. And what have you been eating, Max?
Great question. I might have mentioned an episode or two ago that we had more Paul Newman pizza in our fridge.
I think you might have.
It's been about a week and a half since our last record, and I'm happy to say I have now at this point eaten both pizzas.
Nice.
We had first the sourdough crust pepperoni. It was absolutely out of this world. The crust was tasty and it was really tasted like sourdough. Pepperoni was pretty thick cut, got nice and crispy on the bottom. Would definitely recommend that. I think you've mentioned having the sourdough crust pepperoni. Yeah.
I think I have. Yeah. I like the stone-fired more, but that was pretty good.
And we also had the stone-fired crust mushroom and garlic.
I've seen that, and I want to try that.
That one was also really good. So Paul Newman's pizza is 3 for 3.
Nice.
It's a great choice. And, not that I needed to, but if you ever have a need to sell it to someone and be like, hey, we're having this, it's great. Just tell them there's nothing bad in it. It's all real food product in there.
Yeah.
It's a great replacement for, honestly, it's probably better than most takeout for you. I'm going to say that kind of as an aside. Cheaper, too. It was phenomenal. Can't recommend Paul Newman pizza enough.
Are all of the stone-fired ones made in Italy?
I didn't check. I would imagine so. I would hope so. I would hope not just the margarita is made there.
Yeah, I don't think all of his pizzas are, but we know the stone-fired margarita was.
They have one factory only pumping out a single kind of pizza. Or it's just someone's Nona flipping those pies.
Yeah. Well, that is good to hear.
And over the next couple weeks, I'm sure we'll talk about it more, but Halloween did just happen, not to put a date on this recording. But we've got lots of great candy in the freezer. Can't wait to start munching on some of that.
I have tried to package up our candy to have it taken away so I don't eat it.
Oh, wait. Taken away by who?
Maybe when my wife take it to her office.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. She's away for the week, though, so that won't be for a while.
Uh-oh.
But I bagged it and hidden it from myself.
How do you do that? Do you just remember where it is?
I just have to forget where it is.
I see.
It's out of sight, so.
Understood.
And I have to open the bag to get it. I was thinking about even maybe taping up this bag, putting staples in it, so can't
tape
get
it up
the candy.
like a brick of Coke.
Yeah.
To duct tape it.
Did you get trick-or-treaters?
We did. Not as many as we expected. We live in not really a complex, but it's a little community.
Uh-huh.
And there are lots of kids, lots of families, but we only got 4 kids, 2 groups.
Wow.
We were grateful to have them. We gave them lots of good candy, but we were hoping for more. Maybe next year.
Well,
Did
yeah,
you?
we had candy ready, and there's some kids around the neighborhood. It has varied year to year. This year, 0.
What?
We got nobody. It may be that no kids were out. A factor may also be that a bear was wandering around our neighborhood that evening.
Maybe.
Tried to get some pictures of that, but I couldn't.
Those kids need a makeup Halloween then.
Maybe they need another trunk or treat. We talked about that a couple weeks ago, didn't we?
Yeah.
Or during
we
the
did.
spooky nugs. Yeah.
Oh, and to go with our pizza, we made salad and put the spooky nugs in our salads.
Nice.
That was also really good. Really good.
I've done that with the spooky nuggets too. Had a salad and put some on top.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also another great option for dinner.
I still want to do a wrap with some of those.
All right, let's hear it. Let's hear it. I'll lay down a beat.
Want to eat some spooky nugs in a tortilla, put in some Caesar salad, have it for dinner. Maybe
great.
Lunch.
Wow, that's going to blow up.
Yes.
Damn.
Claire's only hearing half this conversation, so it's good.
We should move on because we have lots of news, don't we?
We've got some news. Yeah.
Let's talk about the new additions. Oh, I guess they're both new additions. But let's talk about Hillshire Farms first.
Yeah. This, we might talk a little later, too. There's Hillshire Farms is related in some ways to what we're talking about today. They do some breakfast meats and such. But, saw a story. Hillshire Farms enters the frozen aisle. They've got stuffed croissants. We should try some Philly-style cheesesteak stuffed croissants.
And they've got the ciabatta sandwiches as well.
The ciabatta sandwiches. This is like an international menu from Hillshire Farm.
They've got like a breakfast. Oh, well, kind of not really. I was going to say the stuffed croissants are more breakfast and the ciabattas are more lunch, but that's not true because buffalo-style chicken, Philly-style cheesesteak, this is something else that's like, they can't just call it a buffalo chicken croissant. It's a buffalo style.
Yeah, it is.
Philly style.
It's flaky and, well, we're looking at a story. I don't know what the preparation instructions will be, but I see it says flaky. Oh, okay, it says flaky in the air fryer.
Oh,
I think.
Interesting.
I would try that.
We could put these on our list to try. I'd be interested in the ham and cheese. I'd also like to maybe try the Italiano for the ciabatta sandwiches.
Italiano, let's see. Oh,
these of course have they are marketed to include an incredible protein content. The lowest with the Philly-style cheesesteak is 9 grams of protein. The ciabatta turkey and bacon sandwich is 25 grams of protein.
Woof, that's all meat. It's almost all meat.
It's also highlighted, in the little blurb below here as well. It's just insane. What an interesting fad. I feel like every couple years we rotate through what are we highlighting in our foods. We doing no sugar? We doing low fat? We doing high protein? You know what I mean? There's just another one of those things,
Fake fats? Do you remember that one?
But I just saw the commercial for the fake fat Lay's chips that made everyone sick.
Yes. Yeah. I think you're being nice. I think it made people shit their pants.
It may have.
Yeah. Yeah. So those didn't last too long. Was it Oleana? I don't remember what the Olestra?
Oh, I think it was Olestra. I was just reading this story.
Yeah. I don't think I ever tried those.
Good.
So
what I think is most interesting about this is this Hillshire Farms story is that the reminder that Tyson Food owns everything, because it says Tyson Foods Incorporated is expanding Hillshire Farms line into the frozen aisle. It baffles me when, like, how do companies decide? Like, how do companies like Tyson decide they're going to even keep the Hillshire Farms brand instead of just, like, it's so interesting that these big conglomerates keep their segmented brands
Yes.
separate
Yeah.
like this.
And how do they decide that they're going to make croissant sandwiches and market them under Hillshire Farms rather than Weaver or
Right.
something else? I don't know. Each brand must have their own demographics too, with a lot of crossover, I imagine. But
they might even have their own divisions. Like Hillshire is like a segment, like with its own team of developers and marketing and all that stuff for.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
But I mean, hey, congrats to Tyson for another win.
Sure. Well, we'll see that after we review it, right?
I guess so. And you wanted to talk about the other new addition to the frozen food aisle?
Yeah. And speaking of protein, I saw another article that a few new products are upping their protein content. This was in frozen food news because a couple of these are frozen food. A frozen Greek yogurt, which I was not familiar with. And Mizcon America is offering Born Simple Better Bowls, a line of protein-focused meals that offer at least 20 grams of protein per serving. Thai-style chicken, Chipotle chicken, ultimate mac and cheese, and teriyaki chicken bowls. But what I thought was most interesting is the third item in this article, Pop-Tarts protein. It's not sold frozen. We have frozen Pop-Tarts in our 420 episode. I'm pretty sure it was in that episode, and it was near the end, so I was pretty stuffed and not feeling well at that point. So anything I didn't like near the end of the night, you got to take with a grain of salt. But Pop-Tarts protein, I mean, come on, if you're
that's the craziest one for me.
Yeah.
And there's no real protein in those. It's all additives. It's all fake protein.
What are they putting in there to? It's got to be fake protein powder, right?
I was just looking this up. Hold on. This is from lilyhealth.com. High protein on a label usually means highly processed. Most of the time, any food product loudly advertising its protein content means whey protein, soy protein isolate, or other protein concentrates that don't exist in nature. While they may increase the protein content on the label, they also may come with insulin spiking effects and unnecessary additives.
Oh, ouch.
So obviously, if you really are needing a high protein food, stick with protein that is actually found in nature: meat, chicken, fish, eggs, tofu or edamame, nuts, which Darren knows all about, and seeds.
So if these don't exist in nature, where do they exist?
They're made in a factory. I mean, they're made in a lab.
So they're taking natural things, but just putting them together in an unnatural way.
Well, I guess so.
Right? Because, I mean, everything comes down to something that exists in nature. I'm not trying to defend these at all, but, I mean, you've got to take something that exists on this earth and put it together in some new way to make something that doesn't exist in nature.
Yes, but the act of taking different elements to make something else, that's the problem.
Yeah. You're, in some cases making it toxic when it wasn't, or unhealthy when it wasn't.
Making people shit their pants.
Yeah. Who knows what these Pop-Tarts proteins are going to do?
So listeners, if you try these, I certainly won't be. So if anyone out there tries the high protein Pop-Tarts, please let us know how they are, because
I'm not much of a Pop-Tarts eater either. When we had those Pop-Tarts from last year, I think earlier this year.
You threw them away.
I think eventually I did. I ate a couple, but eventually threw them away.
Yeah.
We had the Boston cream pie Pop-Tarts and something else. Some sort of winter special with winter or spring or I don't know, some seasonal thing with pictures on them.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love Pop-Tarts, But
Yeah?
the high protein one just rubs me the wrong way.
Well, be careful how you rub your Pop-Tarts.
Thanks.
Yeah. Another interesting story I saw out of London or out of the UK was that families can save 1,100 pounds or more annually by switching to frozen fruit and veg.
Was that your... No, okay, don't take this the wrong way. I'm just
It wasn't my
asking
best.
a question.
No,
Okay,
no, it
that was
wasn't
not
even
your
good.
best British accent. Can we hear that one more time in the most earnest, most like serious attempt at a British accent?
All right. Well, you know that the British accents vary from neighborhood to neighborhood, really. And so I don't know where I'm doing, but families can save 1,100 pounds or more annually by switching to frozen fruit and veg.
That was great.
Was that
If
better?
you talk, it was, yeah. If you talk like that to a stranger, you might be able to fool them into thinking you're from jolly old London town.
Yeah. For all I know, I'm mixing up different areas of England.
Of
So
course.
someone not from there would maybe be fooled, but somebody from there probably wouldn't. I'm probably doing Dick Van Dyke and Mary Poppins.
It is pretty close. Although he gives a little more Cockney, I think, in that movie.
Yes, he does. Yeah. I just meant sounding good to Americans, but really, really being
yeah,
not at all spot on.
heard.
I did look up if there were some equivalent that I could find for the U.S. Couldn't find anything exactly. U.S. stories focus more on how much money is lost rather than can be saved. The implication being that we are buying fresh fruit, not eating it, and throwing it away, and do that in amounts exceeding $1,000 per year.
Of course. Is that how or why those Brits are saving money? Because they're not throwing away the food because it doesn't go bad? Darren just went back to the article because he didn't read. Did he read?
I did. And the cost, often, of frozen foods as opposed to fresh foods is often lower.
That makes sense to me, considering that. Yeah,
it didn't make sense to me at first, so I did some digging to find out why it's true that frozen foods are cheaper than fresh.
I have a guess, but go ahead. I'm interested to hear the answer.
You should guess before I tell you what I actually learned.
Okay. I'm going to guess it's because it's cheaper to import frozen food because the fresh vegetables aren't grown there in the UK, so they have to be imported quickly before they go bad. They can't really be kept fresh for very long, but because the frozen food can be kept fresh a little fresh in quotes, kept frozen longer than the fresh fruit can be kept fresh, it means it's easier to import, therefore making it cheaper. Boom, mic drop.
I think you're pretty spot on there. And what you were getting at but didn't really say was that with the fresh foods, there's a lot of waste along the way. So
yes, that's what I was implying.
Yes, yeah, I understood. Yeah, so yeah, you're not losing any of the frozen foods. You're picking those carrots or whatever else and getting them quickly frozen and then shipping, and you keep the temperature good, and you're not losing anything.
So what you're saying is I should quit my job and become an economist.
Yeah, you should. You should become an economist, and
time for a career change.
Yeah, I got a little. I got a little report we are going to get to later, and maybe I'm going to be going into mergers and acquisitions.
Okay, look at us moving up in the world.
I mean, it's economists, mergers and acquisitions business. This probably doesn't pay as well as podcasting does, right? So,
did you say murder?
Murders and acquisitions.
You say murders and acquisitions?
It was just my British accent.
Oh, phew. Okay, you made me nervous for a second. Yikes.
But really, when two companies merge,
when two companies love each other very much,
there is a death of some of the branding there, and the that history.
Well, I'm excited you're hinting at this, but we're going to talk about the very complex and the very crazy history of Jimmy Dean.
Yes, yeah, and really intertwined with so many other companies. It's nearly impossible to even find a clean family tree sort of thing here, because it's always branching out to some other company's name that we've heard about, who bought somebody and then was purchased by somebody else. And it's to try to actually make a chart of this would look like I don't know, like a family history in some Russian novel, or Queen Victoria's grandchildren.
Sticking with the British theme, I appreciate
that. Yes, yeah. She was wasn't she the grandmother of Europe?
I don't know. Sorry, I don't know.
Max, do you know who the grandmother of Europe?
No, I don't.
I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna put this put the research department on this really fast. Yes, Queen Victoria was known as the grandmother of Europe.
Why?
Because so many of the European monarchs and heads of state were descended from her.
Sus, but okay.
And you think that's sus? I mean, look it up. I mean, it's not everybody. Not everybody in Europe is descended from Queen Victoria.
That's what it sounds like you're saying.
But the monarchs are all related in some way. You know, they went off and married someone else in another country. They married the Germans and the Dutch.
I thought you were implying incest.
Spanish. Well, no, not exactly. But, you know, if you go back a few, like they were marrying like third and fourth cousins.
They would have had to have been.
Maybe even second cousins in some cases.
Well, let's get the research department on that.
To find out specifically who married who in the world's #1 podcast about frozen foods and 19th century European
genealogy,
monarchical incest.
Yes, that's a title we wear proudly here.
Mm-hmm. Let's put that on a shirt.
Might need 2 shirts. When we come back, we will be reviewing Jimmy Dean's blueberry griddle sausage, egg, and cheese. Did I get it? Blueberry griddle?
I think you did.
It's not a pancake.
Griddle cakes.
Griddle cake.
Blueberry griddle cakes, sausage, egg, and cheese sandwiches.
With a special guest.
Nice. We'll be back.
And we're back.
We are back. We are excited about...
What was the question? Sorry.
I was asking Max if we should start by talking about Jimmy Dean himself a little bit.
I really think we should.
You know, this is the second time we've done a Jimmy Dean product. I believe we had a Jimmy Dean breakfast bowl in the Frozathon.
Indeed, we did.
Mm-hmm. But because we were doing so much that day, I don't think I really looked closely into who Jimmy Dean was. I knew he was real, but Jimmy Dean was an American country music singer, television host, actor, and businessman from his products here. He was on TV in the 1950s and 60s. He had a talk show and was the first, let me find this. This was really interesting. Oh, wow. He was in a James Bond movie, too. Diamonds Are Forever.
Wow.
He was in, for any of our older listeners, like much older, if you saw Davy Crockett on TV, he was in that. No, I'm sorry. Daniel Boone, Davy Crockett. Weren't they the same guy?
Don't know. But he hosted The Tonight Show?
Not The Tonight Show. He had a talk show.
He hosted The Tonight Show on occasion, and one night introduced country singer Roy Clark, with whom he had remained friendly.
Oh, cool.
Roy Clark is who? Someone he knew growing up, I guess.
He had his own television series, The Jimmy Dean Show, and was the first to introduce a young Jim Henson with one of his puppets, Rolf.
Wow.
Yeah, that's cool. He was friends with Elvis, did a TV special in 1978. That must have been the year after Elvis died, I think.
It's actually kind of sad that the only thing left of this guy's legacy is frozen sausage.
Yeah. I thought he was just sort of a B, C, or D list country singer that got more famous with sausage. But this guy was somebody.
He got around, certainly.
Yeah. He founded this company in 1969. Story is that he and his brother were having lunch or eating out somewhere, got a lousy sausage, and thought, hey, we can do better than this. So he started Jimmy Dean Sausage.
Inspired by a lousy sausage.
Inspired by a lousy sausage. Who hasn't been, right? But most of us don't actually act on that and do anything with it.
And so what is, talk a little bit about the company itself that makes the company even more complicated than the man's career.
All right. This takes, I have some notes here. This takes going back a little bit. We're going to go back to 1934. Hillshire Farms is founded. 1935, next year, Tyson Food is founded. They're both going to be important a little bit later on. 1940s, Sara Lee Bakery, founded in Chicago. Sarah's part of this too.
Okay.
1953, company you might not have heard of, Consolidated Foods is formed. 56, Consolidated Foods purchases Sara Lee. Oh, actually, I missed one. This one's important too. 1945, in Mexico City, a company called Grupo Bimbo is formed. Bimbo, named, you've maybe seen it. They have some products that I've seen. They've got the little white bear as their logo. We'll look that up. I'll post that during the week. They were named for the Disney films Bambi and Dumbo because the founder's daughter was a fan of those two films. All right, so that was back in 45. Now, 56, I said, Consolidated Foods purchases Sara Lee. Jump ahead to the 60s. Here we are with Jimmy Dean. 1969, Jimmy Dean Sausage Company founded by Jimmy Dean and his brother Don in Plainview, Texas. 1971, Consolidated Foods, that's one I mentioned earlier, acquires Hillshire Farms. One of the first ones I mentioned that was founded in 1934. We're jumping way ahead now to 1984, and Consolidated Foods buys Jimmy Dean's Sausage Company for $80 million. Consolidated Foods, which had previously bought Sara Lee, changes its name to the Sara Lee Corporation in 1985. So now Sara Lee is everything that Consolidated Foods had. 2001, Tyson acquires IBP. This is Iowa Beef Processors, which had originally been founded as Iowa Beef Packers. The Beef Packers, okay? In 2010, Grupo Bimbo from Mexico acquires Sara Lee's North American fresh bakery business. In 2012, Sara Lee splits into two companies, Hillshire Brands, which they had acquired and been making, and DE Master Blenders 1753. This is an international coffee and tea business, which had been founded in the Netherlands, actually in 1753. They now exist as part of Peet's Coffee. That's just an aside. In 2014, Tyson Foods acquires Hillshire Brands, which now brings together Jimmy Dean, Ballpark, Hillshire Farm, State Fair, and Sara Lee all together under the Tyson name. But in 2018, Tyson announces the sale of Sara Lee frozen products to a company called Kohlberg & Company. 2018, as another aside, Tyson acquires Keystone Foods, a major supplier to McDonald's. I believe we talked about the Tyson connection to McDonald's in the Spooky Nugs episode. So Tyson now owns Jimmy Dean, Hillshire Farm, Ballpark, State Fair, Nature's Farm, Weaver, and so many other smaller brands that we haven't heard of or don't hear of regularly. It's just a massive clusterfuck of mergers and acquisitions, mostly acquisitions, that put so much under the Tyson name.
Wow, what an incredible web you just wove.
Yeah, so like when we were talking a few weeks ago about the recall for the sausage on a stick,
Mm-hmm.
Hillshire Farms, State Fair, those are all the same company. They're all coming from Tyson.
Yeah.
And
Isn't that one of the drawbacks of consolidating all of these brands under one name? If there's a mistake at one place, that affects brands across the aisle, not just one.
yeah, and it suggests that these products, even though they're marketed under different brand names, are probably made in all the same place.
Yes.
Because they can't have the exact same accident in two different locations at the same time.
Even it's reminded me of last week when we had the well, not last week. Well, technically, by the time this one comes out, we had the pot pies.
Yes. Yeah.
Those are both made by ConAgra, but those could be made in the same plant too. I imagine they probably are.
They probably are.
Wow.
We need to have a cage match between ConAgra and Tyson, maybe. See that we need to find a couple of those products to do the face-off with.
Yeah, and I wonder what the ratio is. Like, what are the actual... Like, what companies actually control our frozen food aisles? We know for a fact it's Tyson. We know for a fact that it's ConAgra. But who else is in there? Those are the two big ones.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm curious to know who else is involved. Who else is controlling what we eat?
Tyson is, I believe, the world's largest meat packaging. Yeah, becoming the world's largest diversified meat company. That's since 2001, when they acquired the Iowa beef packers. Oh, wait. No, they're now second. A Brazilian company, JBS of South America, is now the number one beef processors. Grupo Bimbo, though, is the largest bakery company.
I had not seen their logo. I looked it up. I did not recognize the little white bear.
They own notes on this. They own things that you have heard of, probably like Arnold bread products, Entenmann's, Ballpark buns.
Oh, wow.
That's all from the Bimbo.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So Tyson owns the Ballpark dogs, but Bimbo owns the Ballpark buns.
Yes. And they both previously had a relationship with Sara Lee.
Oh. Getting spicy.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
All right. Is it time to turn our attention to
please
the griddle cakes and such? I have to go grab my box.
I'm going to do the same.
I'll be right back. All right. We're both back with our box.
And I grabbed some more candy,
a little further
too.
away? Oh, okay. I was just going to ask if you moved a little further away from your microphone.
Yeah, sorry. I need 2 hands to open my candy.
Okay.
I'll lean into the mic, though.
I hope the software keeps this sound of you unwrapping your candy while I sip my hop water.
Wait, say it with me, Darren. Let's talk
packaging.
There you go. This box looks eerily similar to our breakfast bowl box. Red is our primary color. It looks, behind the imagery of the sandwich itself, it looks distressed.
It does. But you say eerily similar. Is that what you said? Eerily similar?
Yes.
But shouldn't it?
Yes, but I'm still a little spooked. Yes, but I'm still a little spooked about it.
Okay, all right. I mean, this is called branding.
I guess so.
They want it to look similar. They want you to look at this and say, that's a Jimmy Dean product. I see that boot and the other half of the D to tell me that this is Jimmy Dean. Yeah.
Genius logo there.
Yeah.
The sandwich is prominently displayed on our front.
Enlarged to show detail.
Indeed, although I honestly wish it was this big.
They were a little small. They didn't need to be this big, but
I wanted mine this big. My box is a 4-count.
yes, same.
12 grams of protein tag on here. Quality just like the breakfast bowl, the quality guarantee is a very faded logo in the background here.
Mm-hmm.
Made with real blueberries, it says on the package.
And I don't doubt that about the real blueberries. The back of the box has that sandwich enlarged even more. So much so that only half of it can fit on the box.
I didn't think it could get any bigger. Here we are.
But yes, it gets bigger. 2 blueberry pancakes.
Oh,
perfectly paired with our savory sausage, egg, and cheese.
Simple. Elegant. Not too wordy. Doesn't make any promises it can't keep. Very simple box.
Perfectly paired. Oh, that's the only perfectly paired and savory are the only qualifiers on here. Also 2, but I mean you can't really argue that there are not.
That's true.
Just
Darren,
2.
Is your phone buzzing?
It is. You can hear that?
You gotta take that?
No, I'm not gonna take that.
You sure?
I don't have to take that. No.
Okay.
I don't take that from anybody.
Excuse me. Sorry I asked. Honestly, there's really not much more to say about the box because it's like that on all sides besides our ingredients panel.
Yeah. There's one side's got a little bit of how to reach us. There's actually a mailing address for Tyson Consumer Relations. That's probably been on all of it and we haven't noticed. JimmyDean.com.
Springdale, Arkansas?
Yes.
Or Arizona?
Arizona. AR. Yeah, no, you're right. Arizona is AZ.
Yes.
I guess I don't see a lot of Arkansas. AK is Alaska? I should know this.
Don't look it up. That'll be our next pop quiz.
Okay. There's a lot of A's.
There are a lot of eggs. A's. Sorry.
There are a lot of eggs, too, and I'm going to be freezing.
I was looking at the box.
Okay. All right.
Let's talk briefly about the ingredients here. Serving size is 1 sandwich, 340 calories per. I mean, everything is just off the charts here.
Yeah, that's a lot of sodium per sandwich. A third of your daily allowance.
It's not the most.
No, we've seen worse. Cholesterol's high too, and there's not a lot of egg in this. It's 40% of the daily allowance of cholesterol.
That's high. For the ingredients, we're split up into 4 categories. We've got the blueberry pancakes, cooked pork and chicken sausage patty. We've got the egg patty, and we've got the pasteurized processed American cheese. Darren, under the cooked pork and chicken sausage patty, why don't you read those first couple ingredients?
Wow. Pork first, and then mechanically separated chicken.
Just like I like them. Just like I like them.
Yeah.
I like them mechanically separated.
These chickens have been separated from their families and put in this sausage patty.
Yeah. Wow. I was wondering why it tasted so good.
Dextrose. MSG. Not as bad a thing as people thought years ago. Caramel color.
Where? Oh, in the patty? Yeah.
In the patty, in the sausage patty. Yeah, they call the egg an egg patty, a cooked egg patty.
First ingredient, whole eggs.
That's good. Cornstarch, xanthan gum, and even the cheese has its listing of ingredients.
Look at that. The very last word on there. Tetrasodium pyrophosphate.
That's salt that you can light on fire, right? Four salts that you can light on fire. Tetra.
The world's
sodium,
#1 comedy, monarchical lineage, and chemistry podcast about frozen foods.
Pyro, distributed by Hillshire Brands, Springdale, Arkansas. Copyright Tyson Foods.
Of course. So yeah, that's crazy. Obviously these are not the best for you.
No.
In any sense.
I read something recently that some of the nutrition facts on these containers can be off by as much as 20%.
Really?
And this seemed a little low for me on calories because, I've noticed calories on some other breakfast sandwiches that you might get at a fast food restaurant. They list the calories when you're ordering. I don't do this a lot, and I don't eat breakfast a lot. I don't get breakfast sandwiches a lot, but I like an occasional breakfast sandwich. I looked up the average calorie amount for a sausage, egg, and cheese breakfast sandwich, and that says could be up to about 450, 460, or even exceed that. It's going to depend what you put it on, I guess.
From where? From where? Sausage, egg, and cheese from where?
Not a specific place. I just looked up the average. So this is, and then I followed the research back, and it had a few different things listed. It had McDonald's listed in there, and so I'm not attaching that number to any specific place. There are also some apps that you can use to, nutrition apps that you can use to track your calories. I put in 2 small pancakes, 1 egg patty, 1 slice of American cheese, chicken and pork sausage patty, and it estimated that at 510 calories.
Wow.
It just seems like there's a lot of variables here.
Yeah, and, it's always struck me as one of those things where it's always estimated. It's not ever exact. And if you're out there actively counting calories, it's always better to overestimate than underestimate.
Yes. Yeah. Probably that's what these nutrition apps are doing. They're giving you higher, making you little. I don't think they're falsifying it, but they're giving the high end of their estimate.
Yes. Anything else about packaging, or should we move on to ease of cooking?
We can move on to the cooking. For once, let's not talk an hour about the package.
Sounds great.
It did open a little weird, though, didn't it, you think?
What opened a little weird?
The top flap.
Oh, I got mine open pretty easily.
Yeah, it opened easy. It's just not something you normally see on something like this.
I enjoyed that, because then inside each sandwich had its own individual.
Yeah, and you pull them apart, and yes,
it's honestly, it's gonna get whimsy points for this package opening. I'm just gonna say it now.
Okay. Yeah, it didn't impress me that much. I just thought it was different. I don't know that it's whimsical, but we can get to that later.
Let's move on to ease of cooking, because our cameo guest has just come into the studio.
All right.
So let's talk ease of cooking.
Yeah, there are microwave directions on this box.
Yes, there are. So I brought these home, and my partner, Naomi, who's with us in studio, I'm gonna, so just to set this up a little bit, here, I'll give you the headphone now. Can you hear? Darren, say something.
I suppose I have to talk for you to hear something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just to set this up, you can come into frame. Here she is.
Hi.
So I brought these home, and I pulled them out this morning. This was hours ago we ate them. And I was about to follow the package instructions, which are to microwave on high for 80 to 90 seconds until hot. Let stand for 1 minute. Oh, Darren's phone is buzzing again. Need to take that?
No. I'm going to push that further away.
You could always put it on silent. Do not disturb.
Well, it's on silent, but I guess it's just set to buzz, too.
Yeah. That's okay.
You're just hearing the vibration.
But it's distracting me.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I could take it to another room.
That's okay. That won't be necessary. We'll cut around this. It's okay. Anyway, so as I'm putting it in the microwave, Naomi tells me that she has her own very specific way of preparing these sandwiches. Naomi, would you like to talk about what you did for your sandwich?
Sure. So I've been eating these, not necessarily this exact version of Jimmy Dean breakfast sandwiches since I was a child.
Okay.
It was my favorite thing to eat before school. And I would beg my parents to get me a 4-pack. But I was always upset that There's only 4 of them, so you can't do it every morning. So I had to choose special days to do it. But anyway, so I've kind of perfected and, how to heat these up in a way that makes them taste even better, I think. So instead of following the recommendation, you take it apart, still frozen. You open the bag and you take them all apart. And you separate. I eat the biscuits, but this morning we separated the pancakes, and you heat up the pancakes first, and then you put those aside, and then you microwave the sausage, the egg, and the cheese all together.
Okay.
And have them cook separately from the pancakes. Then when you pull them out of the microwave, the sausage gets really oily. So you dab all the extra oil off of the sausage.
That's good.
So, I've just done this for years.
Yeah.
And it's so good. So anyway, and then you put the sandwich back together, and it tastes really good because everything's warm. The pancakes have cooled off for a second, so it's not, you're not burning the roof of your mouth. And it just tastes really good that way. And the sausage isn't oily, and the egg and the cheese melt into each other, and it's really good. So that's how I do it, and I've done it for years.
So you must do it for less time than it recommends for the full sandwich.
Yes, I do. I stop at, what does it even say?
This one says 80 to 90 seconds.
Too much. It's too hot for me.
So what do you do?
I don't know. I just stop it when there's 15 seconds left.
So what do you start it as?
Well, I put it for 90 seconds, but then I stop it when there's 15 seconds left. I don't let the microphone ding, or the microwave ding.
Minute 15?
Okay.
And that's for the pancakes. But I do cook the sausage for the full amount of time.
Full 90 seconds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because it's, it's meat.
Yeah, I can't hurt
It's
it.
frozen. It's frozen, fully cooked, but still it's meat,
And you tried them that way today?
Yeah, so I made one normally, thank you, and then I tried a bite of Naomi's that had been prepared separately, and it was different. There was a noticeable difference. It wasn't as oily. It was a little more evenly heated. That could have been our microwave too.
Mm-hmm.
Because this says 80 to 90 seconds on high. I learned in other episodes that our microwave isn't like top performing, so I did the 10 extra seconds for 90, and it was still a little unevenly cooked. So Naomi's method got it more evenly cooked, wasn't as oily, and was delicious.
I believe you said something poignant this morning, which was that this version, if you cook it as it says on the box, it tastes like a frozen sandwich heated up. But if you do it my way, it tastes like a put-together sandwich made with love.
Yes, that is true. I did say that.
Nice.
Thank you for keeping me honest.
As if I had
Nice.
cooked the egg myself and cooked the sausage.
It wasn't just all like, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I made it 2 ways also.
Okay.
And neither one of them followed what was on the box. Because the first one I had, I just put the sandwich in the wrapper in the microwave. Without even, yeah,
Wait, with the plastic on it?
with the plastic on it.
Why?
So it steamed in that plastic pretty much.
Wait, but
Wet sausage.
you didn't eat that, did you?
I did. And it wasn't
Oh,
that
God.
bad. Yeah. It was
Wait a minute.
it was
Ow,
better
ow,
than I
ow,
expected
ow,
this to
ow,
be.
ow. Sorry, my cat was attacking me. Wait a minute. You shouldn't have eaten that. There's like microplastics in there.
Yeah, but lots of stuff in plastic says to just keep it in the plastic and microwave it. So,
Oh, yeah, but that's different types of plastic.
yeah, probably.
Well, you're still alive now, so I guess it's fine.
I am. Yeah, for now. I would think that just wrapping in the paper towel would dry it out a bit. And the sausage was, pretty greasy.
Yeah.
The other way I made it is that I was on the Jimmy Dean website and I noticed that there are oven directions.
Hmm.
And much like you do, Naomi, this said to take it apart and wrap different parts in foil and put it in the oven. And that was 20 to 25 minutes.
Okay.
I did that. The pancakes get not crispy, but a little bit more of a bite to them. The sausage comes out with lots of grease on it, which I did sort of pat down to get rid of that. But they tasted pretty similar to me both ways, so I wouldn't bother spending the extra time to make it in the oven. But when I have the two that are remaining or share with somebody else, I will definitely take it out of the plastic and see how it is that way.
Yeah. 25 minutes is too long to wait for a little sandwich like this.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, you can't wait that long for something like this. It's
kind of like waiting 50 minutes for those mini chicken pot pies. It's just crazy.
There is a breakfast sandwich place back near where I lived in Cambridge that seems like when you order one, it takes 20 to 25 minutes for them to make it.
Oh, really?
And I know other people who've gone there too and have made the same comment. You're just standing there forever. Even if there's nobody else there ordering, it's just taking that long to get it. I don't know what they're doing with it, but it's good.
What's the name?
It's Linda's, which is actually in Watertown on Belmont Street.
Oh, I don't know. I've never been. But I probably
donuts and breakfast sandwiches, very good, but slow.
Naomi, is there anything else you want to add about the breakfast sandwiches?
The blueberry pancakes were okay, but I do prefer biscuits. The Jimmy Dean.
I was just going to ask you that if
sausage, egg, and cheese on a biscuit is premium.
The pancake thing itself, I think, gets some whimsy points for just being different and
yes,
yeah, it doesn't mean it's better or necessarily even good, but it's different.
I will say, this is jumping ahead just a little bit, I guess. I put ketchup on.
Really?
Yes, I did.
Interesting.
Naomi wanted maple syrup, but I thought it was already kind of leaning sweet, so I was like, it needs a tang. It needs that ketchup bite.
See, I would understand that if it was biscuit, but it's blueberry pancake.
Yeah.
Ketchup with the pancake.
But
yeah. What?
You're right.
Well, no, but you know when like you're at like a diner and you got pancakes and eggs and sausage all on the same plate, and you've got syrup in your eggs, you've got ketchup on your pancakes. It's all mixed together. It's all going to the same place. That's what it reminded me of. All those different flavors at once.
With the blueberry pancake, it does seem like there's already a lot of different flavors going on here. Before I had it, I thought there was maybe going to be too many different flavors going on. I'm checking now to see if there is actually maple in here. They would probably mention it if
there is. I saw it
in the sausage,
in the pancakes, pure maple syrup
in
McGriddle. Yeah.
Do they purposefully make this hard to read with the black on a red background?
You can't read that?
I can, but yep, pure maple syrup. I can't read it as fast as I can read the nutrition facts, like on the different background color.
Yeah, the contrast is different.
Yeah.
There's something Naomi wants to add about the cooking.
If you cook a hash brown patty, you can add it.
That sounds good.
Sandwich, and it adds a little crunch. And more
nice.
sodium.
I like that.
Yeah. We also had one with a frozen hash brown patty, just to add to like the vibe of like.
What brand was your hash brown patty?
What brand are our hash brown patties? I think they are store brand. These are. They're giant hash browns, shredded potato patties, and the ones we got today are McCain's. Yeah, so we have a real brand we can report on maybe next week.
Okay. You know what we need to investigate? Every store has its store brand of almost every product. Are they actually making all of these? Or are they getting them from somebody else who already makes it under a different brand and just permitted to put their own brand name on that?
Yes,
like
I think it's
Giant, Stop and Shop. They cannot be making everything themselves.
No, it's outsourced.
Yeah, it's all.
And, like the proof, remember our radioactive shrimp?
Yes.
Like Walmart is not farming their own shrimp.
No.
They are getting it from BM's processing.
That's right. Yeah, so I don't know. The store brands could be Tyson or Conagra too, for all we know.
True.
Or there's
Yeah.
some mystery company that's making these for all the grocery stores.
Yeah. It's the illusion of choice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we've done ease of cooking. Oh, Naomi signing off. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Naomi.
Thank you so much for letting me contribute.
Thanks for contributing. Thanks.
Hi, Dad.
I don't think that broke either. It continued recording. Right?
Yeah, we're still rolling. This is great.
All right, great. Yeah, the ease of it's easy to cook, even if you're taking it apart and doing it. There's not much to do. The oven is not easy, but there's no reason to do that. I think that's if you don't have a microwave and you want these.
Absolute last resort.
Yes.
Oven. We've already kind of started to talk about it, but taste and texture. I thought the taste and texture was good.
I did too.
Kind of homogenous.
Yeah.
Everything like the pancake, the egg, and the sausage all had the same kind of texture.
It did. Especially my plastic bag version.
Yes. Yeah. And you took it out of the plastic bag to eat, right?
Oh, fuck. You got to do that too?
Yeah. Darren,
of course I took it out of the plastic bag to eat it.
Thank God. Thank God.
Yes. Yeah, I did.
Yeah. So yours must have been really wet and soggy. Oof.
It wasn't that bad, but yeah, it was soggy.
Yeah.
I guess I just expected it to be like that. So it didn't bother me too much. None of the plastic melted though. So that's good. That's a good thing.
You sound confident about that, which I'm happy about.
Well, I know that some of the microplastics are coming out of that, and they're in my brain, and
that's right. Your body will flush them out naturally.
Sure.
On its own.
They might be on their way to my urine already.
See?
Mm-hmm.
Have another sip of that hop water. Gets you a little closer. I actually thought the sausage was the shining star of this sandwich. And it's not surprising because it is a Jimmy Dean sandwich. The sausage had a little bit of a spice, a little bit of a bite to it. That was pretty well balanced by the sweetness of the pancake. I was very happy about that.
I thought I got the pancake more than anything else. Strong, sweet, blueberry taste. The sausage didn't stand out to me too much.
Really?
Yeah.
Did to me. I guess our taste buds have differing priorities.
I thought the pancake actually made up for. Well, this is a pork and chicken. It's not just chicken. If you get the chicken products, like a chicken sausage or a turkey sausage, you're usually not going to get much taste from those. Not as much as you get from pork. This is half pork. I tasted it. I just thought the pancake was the most prominent flavor. Really, the blueberry is the most prominent flavor.
I really appreciated the blueberry. It's just fun. I love a blueberry pancake.
It's fun. I wouldn't get these again, but...
You wouldn't?
No.
I would. I want to try the other sandwiches. So as we tried them, I will report back on them.
Okay.
Transitioning to appearance, I don't know what I expected, but I didn't think it was going to all come apart. Well, so I followed directions and took it out of the plastic. And when I took it out of the plastic, it all started like sliding apart. Like they're all the individual pucks. Like the pancakes were sliding around on the sausage, egg, and cheese puck. It was all separate. And that made me have some reservations about this. But once it was out of the microwave, it looked good.
Yeah, I thought so. For the oven preparation, I had to take it apart and put it in, put some of the parts together for cooking. And then when I ate that one, it started coming apart too. But I didn't have that problem with the plastic cooked one, probably because it all just fused together.
Yeah, that cheese was doing a lot of work.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, we swapped appearance and taste and texture, but that's okay.
Appearance is first, right?
Yes.
Whatever. They're all related.
I'm sorry, Darren. Please don't fire me. Please don't freeze me.
You're next, Max.
No. Please.
Been talking to Sean on the side to
No,
step
don't
up.
say that. No, don't say that. That's so crazy.
It is crazy. I wouldn't do that.
Better not. I'll be freaking devastated. And frozen.
I'll just say hi to Mike when you see him.
What else you want to say about these? I think I'm ready for a rating. There's really not much more to say. It's pretty much exactly what you think it is. There are no surprises here.
Yeah. We each give it a little whimsy. I give it for the just blueberry pancake itself. I'm looking for my
phone because it's still buzzing.
No, I moved it further away, and you still hear that. I'm looking for
Yes,
the
I can still
receipt,
hear
which
it.
I thought I had out here. These aren't cheap, but neither are real breakfast sandwiches. So,
no, I think
were you going to challenge that this is a sandwich?
Was I?
We said something about that at the beginning. I think it's a sandwich, even if if you put some. Sandwich generally is between bread or bun, biscuit. Croissant's been used for sandwich. It's not a stretch to put that sandwich between two pancakes.
Absolutely not. I have no question that this is a sandwich.
Yeah, I agree. I agree too.
And even the box has no problem because we know that some food products are hesitant to commit to things. These are very clearly sandwiches right on the front there.
Right. It doesn't say.
I got no question about that.
Sandwich-like or
right
or
sandwich style.
Sandwich style configuration. Yeah.
Yes.
No, you ever had a sandwich on a donut?
No.
Neither have I.
That's a ham sandwich on a glazed donut? That sounds good.
It's more of a breakfast sandwich I've seen on a donut. Like,
that sounds good.
It seems a little excessive. That's going to be one of your highest calorie breakfast items.
For some reason, that's striking me as a stretch for a sandwich, but it's not frozen, so we don't have to dive into that.
No. If it's dry enough to hold and eat and bite, it's a sandwich.
Okay. But I've also eaten some things that are sandwiches, for sure, that I've had to eat with a fork and knife because they're falling apart or they're too wet,
Yeah, sometimes your sandwich is wet. Or, yeah, I don't know that I've eaten a lot of sandwiches with a fork and knife. Open sandwiches, but that's a whole different beast.
It really is. This is, to answer your first question, this is a sandwich, hands down. No question about it.
We agree. It's a sandwich. It's a sandwich.
And I'm definitely giving this.
Do you recall how much you paid for these?
A little over $6. Between $6 and $7.
I was thinking 7 or 8 for mine.
Ooh. Oh my.
Yeah.
I got mine at ShopRite, which tends to skew a little cheaper. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I paid between 6 and 7, which for 4 isn't bad. I would get these again, and I would get something on a different type of bread. Maybe get a biscuit like Naomi recommends.
Yeah. Looking to see if I can find my receipt somewhere else. I don't know that it matters.
While you do that, I'm going to give my rating.
Okay.
I'm going to give these blueberry griddle cake sausage, egg, and cheese sandwiches from our very own Jimmy Dean. I'm going to give them a 3.5. The value is pretty good. The taste was great. They are convenient. I think if I needed a quick breakfast on the go, I could heat one of these up and it'd be satisfying. Keep me going for a few hours until I could have lunch. Enjoyed eating them. They're whimsical. They're tasty. 3.5. I'm very comfortable with my 3.5.
Sounds good. Actually, I paid $7.50 for these. So
that's a lot.
Yeah, I was right when I said 7-8, which is more than 6-7. This was better than I expected. I'm not a frozen breakfast sandwich guy, and I liked it, and I was tempted to go high because I liked it more than I thought I would. I have no problem finishing the 2 that are remaining. Probably not both in the same day as I did with these 2 today. But I'll eat the ones that are left. I will not buy these again. If I were to, I might do the biscuit or something else to play the bread on that sandwich. I don't want to go too low either, though, because it was good. So this is going to seem like a cop-out when I'm just copying, but I was also thinking 3.5. So that's our lukewarm, but better than lukewarm. Little
A Luke, I am your warmer.
Luke, yeah, cool hand lukewarm.
I think you justified it really well. I don't feel like you're copying me at all. I'm glad you enjoyed them. As a non-breakfast person, this is a shocking and quite frankly surprising rating from you, because this is almost, with pancakes as the bread, this is like as breakfast as it gets.
I think I gave the breakfast bowl a better rating than I expected to also.
Maybe you are a closeted breakfast fan.
Maybe I am.
You say you don't like breakfast, but we've had these breakfast items and you're not hating them. And not to mention, we're not eating you. Last time I believe we spoke about this, you said you hated breakfast for dinner, but I guess we didn't eat these for dinner. But
no, I had
point.
Yeah, I had one for breakfast, and then I made the other one around lunchtime. I did not eat them both at the same time.
Still stands. I think somewhere deep down you like breakfast, and this podcast is going to slowly pull that out.
Maybe. I don't think so. I've gone decades without really loving breakfast, but
we'll see.
Once in a while is a special item. We both gave the breakfast bowl a 4. That Jimmy Dean breakfast bowl.
Wow.
And maybe from both of us, we liked it more than we expected.
It was the first meal of the day. I don't think I'd eaten before that, so
it was the best meal of that day too.
Yeah, it was.
Actually, the Taco Bell Froze-A-Rita or whatever it was called was my best meal of the day.
Yeah.
But, yeah. All right, so we're froze buds sitting on the shelf. 3.5 from both of us.
Indeed.
All right. I got a little game for our segment that will be coming up right after the break.
Great. I'm nervous.
Don't be nervous. It's not going to test your intelligence or I'll explain it when we're back.
Okay.
We'll be back. And we're back. We're back, Max.
We're back. Yes. Welcome.
My phone just
Welcome
buzzed.
Back.
I'm sorry.
Of course it did.
Okay, watch. I'm gonna bring it to another room right now.
We're still gonna hear it buzz.
My phone
I was hoping
has
you were
been
just gonna throw it.
Banished to the living room. Yeah. Banished. A few weeks ago, we played a little game called Fake or Fail. About company products. Was it a real company? Was it a real product? Was it a made up product?
Yes.
This is similar to that. It's a little nod to Jimmy Dean, the real celebrity who created this product. We've been talking over the past couple of months actually about celebrities who put their names on products: Dolly Parton, Paul Newman, Jimmy Buffett. And we left out the OG, who probably was Jimmy Dean. So we need some credit. But
don't forget Jose Olay. Don't forget Jose Olay.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we haven't tracked him down yet. So
no,
we're still waiting. We got that APB out there for Jose, wherever he may be. Spain, Texas, Laos,
Canada,
Oman. Who knows? It's definitely in a country that starts with TAC or O, though.
Oh, certainly.
So rule out Spain and Mexico. All right. What I've got, though, are brand names. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about the founding of each one. And you're going to tell me if this is real or made up. They're
Okay.
all real brands. Okay? They're
So
all
what
real
am I guessing?
brands. But
I'm guessing if their origin is made up?
whether they are named for a real person or a fake person.
Okay. And so
Okay?
what I'm guessing is you've done research for the real ones and made up research for the fake ones.
Yes.
Okay.
So I don't know what this is called froze fakes or something.
Okay. Frozen fakes. Let's hear it.
Yeah. So I'll explain it again after the first one if it's not clear, but you're
I
a
think I
smart
get
guy.
it.
I know you can
I
get
get it.
this.
Oh,
All right.
thanks. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a first. I've graduated from dullard to smart guy. This is great.
Do you know what smart means, Max?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Thanks.
All right. Our first one is DiGiorno. Okay.
Okay.
You know DiGiorno pizzas, right?
I'm familiar.
Okay. All right. This was founded in 1991 by Italian-American brothers Dominic and Giorgio DiGiorno in Chicago, who used their family name to create the brand. The brothers had grown up watching their grandmother make pizza from scratch and wanted to create a frozen pizza that rose as it baked, just like hers did. Their marketing slogan, "It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno," was actually inspired by an argument Giorgio had with a pizza delivery driver who insisted he couldn't possibly have made the pizza himself because it looked too good. So, is this the real story of how this started? Is DiGiorno named for Dominic and Giorgio DiGiorno? Or did I make this up?
If it's made up, this is a great origin story. The only part that's throwing me is how would the pizza delivery driver see the pizza? Maybe it's a buddy of theirs they had over who worked with pizza. Oh, this is hard.
He wasn't. The driver wasn't. I condensed these stories a little bit, so it was
Okay.
it was somebody they knew who was a pizza delivery driver, who delivered pizzas, who saw the pizzas they were making for mass production, and said, that's.
The little detail about being grown up in Chicago too. I'm gonna say, I really don't know. Can you give me the year one more time?
1991.
I'm about to be fooled. I can feel it, but I think this is true. This sounds true.
You going true?
Yeah.
All right, that's fake.
Wow.
This is made up. I think 1991 is correct. It hasn't been around. It's 30 years, but I don't think they're older than that.
And
yeah,
you wrote that?
I made up Dominic and Giorgio. They just the founders of this just made up a name, an Italian name.
Oh no, this does not bode well for me.
All right. Next one, Stouffer's. You know Stouffer's, right? They make the dinners, they make the French bread pizzas and stuff.
Of course,
okay.
Yes.
All right. Picture it, 1922. Founded by Abraham and Lena Stouffer, who left their creamery business to open a dairy stand in Cleveland's glamorous arcade building, serving fresh buttermilk with free crackers. Lena's homemade Dutch apple pie became so wildly popular that customers lined up daily for a slice. Their sons, Vernon and Gordon, joined the business in the mid-1920s, and the family opened their first sit-down restaurant in 1924. The frozen food empire began accidentally in 1946 when customers at their restaurant kept requesting takeout versions of their favorite dishes to reheat at home. The manager, Wally Blankenship, started a separate business called the 227 Club to fulfill these requests, which eventually became Stouffer's Frozen Foods. Is that the true story of Stouffer's, or have I made up Abraham and Lena Stouffer?
And their kids.
And their
kids,
children. Vernon and Gordon.
I'm going to say this is made up.
This one is completely true.
With Willie Blankenship and all?
Even with Willie Blankenship. The manager Wally Blankenship.
Wally.
Yep. This sounded even crazier, but another fact, Vernon Stouffer became so wealthy He later bought the Cleveland Indians baseball team and owned that for 5 years.
Jesus.
Okay, so you've heard a couple of crazy stories.
I'm 0
one
for
is
2.
real, one is fake. So who knows?
All
The
right.
next one.
How many of these are there?
I have 10. Maybe we'll stop before 10.
Yeah.
Maybe we go for 5 and I do 5 others at another time.
Let's see how I do.
Okay. The next one is Hot Pockets. In 1978,
Yeah.
Harold Hotshot Pockington, a former carnival food vendor from Trenton, New Jersey,
Darren.
who had earned his nickname by winning the
Darren.
state's chili pepper eating contest 3 years
Darren.
running,
Come on.
noticed that fairgoers wanted handheld meals they could eat while walking, so he created a pastry pocket filled with meat and cheese that could be kept in his jacket pocket and reheated. His wife suggested shortening the company name from Hot Shots Pockets to simply Hot Pockets.
So it's almost like you knew the first 2 were going to be hard, and so you're lobbing this one right down the middle for me. What was this gentleman's name again?
Harold Pocklington. And, he got the nickname Hot Shot.
What was it again?
Harold Hotshot Pocklington.
Okay, this is fake.
You sure?
I mean, I need to get one right, and this is my one to get right.
This is my favorite story of all of them. But yes, it's fake.
Ah, thank God.
It's fake. Harold Hotshot.
As soon as I heard Pocklington, because I almost joked, oh, yes, Mr. William Pocket was hungry. Oh, thank God. Okay.
Mr. Pocket.
2 for
and
1.
His daughter Polly.
No, 1 for 1 and 2.
Yes. All right. Next brand, Swanson. Founded by Carl Swanson, a Swedish immigrant who arrived in America in the 1890s and worked on a Nebraska farm before moving to the city in Omaha. In 1899, he became a partner in a small commission company that bought eggs and cream from local farmers. Swanson eventually bought out his partner and renamed it to Swanson and Sons when his sons Gilbert and Clark joined the business. The company made its mark in 1953, 4 years after Carl's death, when an executive saw airline meal trays and suggested creating a complete frozen dinner in an aluminum tray. The TV dinner was born, with the Swanson brothers selling 10 million units in the first year. So, is this really named for Carl, the Swedish immigrant?
Unfortunately, I'm almost 90% sure I've heard part of this story, and that is correct. That is a true story.
That is a true story.
Okay, good.
That's a pretty good story.
All right, tiebreaker here.
Okay, tiebreaker. So I'll give you one more, and we'll save the other 5 for another time.
Yeah, so pick a good one. Pick one that's going to stump me.
I'm going to pick a
or
fun
try.
one, maybe. I don't know. Okay. Maybe that's too easy. Mrs. Paul's. You know Mrs. Paul's fish sticks?
No.
All right. Well, Mrs. Paul's makes fish sticks. And maybe some other fish items. All right. Founded in 1946 by Edward Piszczek, a power plant worker and son of Polish immigrants, he started selling deviled crab cakes during a strike to earn money. Piszczek made crab cakes from his mother's recipe and sold them at a local Philadelphia bar. Local connection for you here, Max. Philadelphia bar on Fridays when Catholics couldn't eat meat. One Friday, he prepared 172 crab cakes, but only sold 50. So he threw the leftovers in the bar's freezer. A week later, they still tasted fine, and the frozen food business was born. Piszczek and his friend John Paul each contributed $350 to start the company, naming it after Paul's mother, Mrs. Paul. Piszczek bought out Paul in the 1950s and became a millionaire philanthropist, befriending Pope John Paul II and donating millions to battle sickness in Poland.
So this guy had a friend and business partner named John Paul?
Yes.
And then later met the Pope.
Yes.
Also,
so the question is Mrs.
John
Paul real? So Mrs. Paul didn't found the company, but her son was a
Paul real?
Yeah.
The other part that's throwing me is, oh, we'll just throw these crab cakes in the freezer at this bar. What year was this again?
1946.
I don't know if a bar is going to have a freezer to accommodate over 150 crab cakes.
Well,
because that would be an ice box.
He prepared 172, but sold 50. So
okay, so 130
there were only
or
122 crab cakes.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Well, that's still quite a lot. And in those days, we're talking not a freezer, but an ice box. So if you got to keep things cold, you're not gonna waste ice, waste money on keeping these crab cakes. They didn't even sell. Throw them away, Pishek. Come on. I'm saying the story is fake. Fake news. There is no Mrs. Paul.
Fake news. Max, this one is real too.
Darren, it was a great doing this podcast for almost a year. It's been awesome being your Froze Bro, but I am putting in my 2 weeks notice. Thank you.
All right, well, reasons. I guess we get two more episodes. So
you'll get 2 more episodes out of me, then I'm done. That's it. Oh, come on. Is my logic not sound?
Your logic
is my logic
very
not sound?
I would not have done any better on this. I absolutely would not have.
Now, to be fair, again, I did not know who Mrs. Paul was. I've never seen this brand. Not familiar with these.
Yeah, it's fish. It's frozen fish, breaded fish sticks, fish patties. I don't know if they're still making the original crab cakes.
I'm quitting. I'm quitting.
Hey, you got Mr. Hotshot Hot Pockets, right?
Oh, good. Great.
Well, we'll save the other 5 for another time.
Same for Sean.
Okay.
I'd like to see how he does with these.
I'm losing your volume, but
yeah,
that's a little.
That's embarrassing.
These were, they've all got some crazy origin stories.
Don't try to make me feel better because you can't.
Max, it's not as embarrassing as only being able to name, 16, 17 countries out of 40. So
I guess so, but you were really on the spot for that, and you did better than I thought you would.
Seriously?
Well, this has been fun, but you might as well freeze me and make it official with Sean. Oh, God.
All right, well, I'm going to have to maybe get Sean to record ahead an episode so I can give him the other half of this quiz before he hears this and can do some research.
Yeah, I don't think he'll do any research. I think you're safe.
Well, I could send the rest of it to you and you could give me the quiz.
But you're going to know.
I'll forget, just like I forgot where I put the Halloween candy.
Yeah, okay. We started this segment by you calling me a pretty smart guy.
You are a smart guy. You used a lot of good logic on this.
Oh, God. Well...
What Philadelphia bar had a freezer in 1946 that could fit 122 crab cakes that probably weren't even wrapped properly?
No, and they didn't have freezers. It was an ice box that required you to pay someone to bring a big block of ice. Whatever. Thank you to Substrates for the theme song. You can check them out at substrates.bandcamp.com. Write to us at frozebrospod@gmail.com.
Yep.
Go to our website, thefrozebros.com. What is it?
Thefrozebros.com.
Thefrozebros.com. Whatever. Check. Follow us on Instagram. _froze_bros. It's just.
We want to hear from you. Who would have gotten all of these right? If you think you would have, you could be my next host.
Hey! Jesus.
You know, I'm going to do further research on this, Max, and if there is even one part of that Mrs. Paul's description that is not right, I will publicly apologize to you, and I will permanently be known as the podcast idiot.
No, it's all right. It's all right. I will take this L. It's okay. It's good to stay humble. It's humbling, for sure. Oh,
well,
man.
you need it because you're so smart and good looking and
all right. No,
have such a wonderful
that's
personality
okay.
on
No,
the
that's
pod,
okay.
and you can. Yeah.
Thank you. On the pod is the operative phrase there. Hey, Darren, great job
He's
writing
a
the
dullard
fake
in real
ones.
life, folks.
Oh, in real life, I'm a fucking idiot. But on the pod, I'm a pretty smart guy. Great job on writing the fake ones. Those are good. Those are good.
I came up with some fake facts and used AI to help roll them all together.
Oh,
Yeah. So this is not a completely AI generated quiz, but I said, here's a bunch of stuff. Put it together in some paragraphs and questions for me.
It does help get the language down of those kinds of
yeah,
little
and it gives it
blurbs.
all a similar feel too.
Yeah, like you found it on the same website. Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, I threw it together in a couple of hours. So
right. Anyway, that's our pod for this week. Thanks again for joining us for another episode of Froze Bros. Yeah, I enjoyed this food. Always enjoy recording. I gotta go. My cat is tearing apart something.
You take care of that.
I
actually enjoyed this breakfast sandwich too, and recording with you as always.
Thanks. We'll have to do more breakfast.
Let's not push it too much.
Okay. All right.
But
I think we've gotten lucky with Jimmy Dean.
We did. Our next breakfast is going to have to be a different brand name.
That'll
probably
be the real
also owned by one of two companies.
It's going to be hard to find anything else.
All right. Well, this we will say. Fro you later.
Fro you later.